who's going to be the fourth quarterback selected? Because we all know Cam Ward's one.
Yep.
And is it possible Jackson Dart goes before Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, it depends who you talk to, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the what's more likely. Cam Ward's number one overall. Shedeur goes second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Jackson Dart is third.
Mm-hmm.
Who's fourth? And when? And where? And what does that mean? Who's already at the spot that takes this kid? How good of a spot is it in terms of where the coaches standing there? How quickly can this kid get in there? I mean, that's fascinating to me. And in that mix of people, there's Jalen Milroe, there's Will Howard,
Mm-hmm.
there's Kyle McCord,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Tyler Shuck.
There's Tyler Shuck. Mm-hmm. Who's it going to be? That is a fascinating question for me.
I think the when, too, is what you're saying. Because, like, you know, say Cleveland doesn't take a quarterback at 2. There's 33 right there for the top of the second round. Like, that will be a quarterback, I'm imagining.
And that, and by the way, let me just jump in.
Yeah, sure.
That is what Howie Roseman hopes everyone does believe. Because the minute Travis Hunter goes to the Browns, and the Browns are potentially still in the quarterback market, and they don't trade back in to the first round, and they're sitting there 33rd overall.
Right.
And
Howie's making phone calls.
Eagles run, he's not making phone calls. He's receiving them.
Yeah.
He is receiving them because I am sure he's happy to stick and pick. There's going to be a very good player for the Philadelphia Eagles at 32nd overall that he gets a fifth year of contractual control on. But he will just make sure his phone is fully charged and has all 5 bars because I think that everyone will, even if they think Cleveland won't do it, there's the Giants sitting right there too. If the Giants don't go.
And that's what we were saying. 34 is Giants. They're in the quarterback market. 37 Raiders. They're in the quarterback market. 40 Saints. 42 Jets. They're all quarterback spots.
Yeah.
50 Seattle.
So this is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
It really, really is. And then Philadelphia could trade into the 33rd overall spot if Cleveland wants to pop back in and make sure nobody else beats them to the punch also.
Yeah,
right?
They can move back one spot, pick up an extra 5th or 6th rounder.
I mean, Kansas City could be a spot for that too, right?
Yep.
We all know Buffalo doesn't mind trading.
Yep.
By the way, I like slagging on the Bills when the biggest Bills fan is counting us down.
Well, Rich, it's really.
He normally says, and we're, radio's gone or whatever. He just said jerk.
Yeah.
You asked for him is a curse word.
Right? Normally they're trading with Kansas City, and they're only one pick ahead of the Chiefs.
Okay.
So that doesn't seem to be a situation this year.
Well, be careful. He might call you a jerk.
You know what I mean? I tell him go Bills at the end of every day.
But you don't
mean
it.
No, you don't.
I do. Right, Mike? I
do you really say that when you walk out the door?
I walk out the door and say, go Bills. I do really like Josh Allen.
What's not to like?
That's what I'm saying.
It's my guy.
You were one of the first guys to talk about it. We're coming up on what? 18? That was 7 years ago?
Man. That's, dude,
because
how weird is it time flies like that?
TJ had the...
hold on a second. You liked Josh Allen. But then you loved Josh Allen when he was nice to you when you went up to him with your phone to shoot some videos for our social media when you were just merely the Grand Maester for our program. Now look at you. You're a hyphenate now. You're a slash. You're like Cordell Stewart, right? And now, and he was very nice to you, and he responded to you, and he was really cool. And he was one of the top quarterbacks available in the draft. Yeah. You're in Dallas, home of the Cowboys. You're feeling it.
It was cool. That draft was fun, man.
You know,
we had a good time.
That's when you fell in love with Josh Allen because he was nice to you.
Well, isn't that how friendships start? Like, two people meet, they're nice to each other. Oh, you're cool. I like you. That's how it goes.
I don't know. I married someone who wasn't terribly nice to me when we first met.
Well, she had
this thing on?
She had her walls up, and you had to let Chris Jericho break the walls down a little bit.
That's like $250 an hour to figure out what happened there.
And more expensive than that, pal.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's not even more expensive than that because that means an attorney's involved.
Right.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.